Good evening and welcome to the City of Helena City Commission Special Meeting, February 23rd, 2022, 6 p.m. This meeting is called to order. Madam Clerk, would you take the roll, please?
Acting City Attorney Coate.
Here.
Acting City Manager Joden.
Here.
Commissioner Dean.
Here.
Commissioner Feber.
Here.
Commissioner Reed.
Here.
Commissioner Logan.
Here.
Mayor Collins.
Here. Thank you. I see here, do we have the flag?
If you give me just a moment, Mr. Mayor.
You bet. Would you rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible.
Liberty and justice for all. Regular item A, consider an interim city manager employment agreement with Thomas Jordan. Interim city manager, Thomas Jordan.
Mayor, Commissioners, actually, Acting City Attorney Eric Coate is going to give a brief introduction.
Mr. Coates.
Thank you, Acting City Manager. Mayor and Commissioners, as you know, the city's in need of a city manager to avoid as much disruption as possible to the normal day-to-day operations of the city. The City Commission might consider appointing someone to the position of interim city manager while the commission recruits for a permanent replacement for the outgoing city manager. Fortunately, outgoing City Attorney Thomas Jordan has offered to serve as interim city manager for a period of approximately 1 month before he leaves the City of Helena for the Montana League of Cities and Towns. Attached to your agenda for your consideration, you'll find a proposed contract that contemplates hiring outgoing City Attorney Jordan to fill the role of interim city manager until early April 2022. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Coates. Commissioners, you have seen this contract and the floor is open for commission discussion. Commissioner Logan, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A couple questions. So in section 3, it talks about the term and shall begin on March 2nd, 2022. How was that date arrived at?
Mayor, if I think I can answer that. That would allow, I was able to alter my termination date with the city to March 1st to provide insurance benefits through the month of March as a city employee. And so then the contract would then start on March 2nd, the very next day. And that's why contract Section 7 does not include any medical or fringe benefits.
Mayor, a follow-up if I may.
Please go ahead.
So assuming no interruption and we'll have continuity of your role as acting now into an interim position, is that correct?
That's correct.
Then one more question and I'll
No, go ahead.
the dollar amount that was arrived at, could you explain that?
That one, Mayor, Commissioner Logan, I can't speak to. I know outside counsel, Jordan Crosby, assisted with calculating that figure.
Commissioner, I know Commissioner Reed had her hand up before you, Commissioner Dane. So Commissioner Reed.
Mr. Mayor, I apologize. I had raised my hand in error. It's Commissioner.
Okay,
Reed.
Commissioner Dane then.
Mr. Mayor, I do know the answer to that question. It was the monthly amount. It's previous, as the city has done with previous interims. They've used the city managers, the permanent city manager before that, their salary as the base, and then calculated the monthly amount. And that is how the amount was arrived at.
Any other discussion from the commission on this? Yes, Commissioner Fever, your hand is raised.
Mayor, are we ready to move acceptance of this contract and employment of Thomas Jordan?
Well, we're on commission discussion. That is whatever any commission has comments or questions concerning the contract. If
I
we
like
see
the
any,
I like the contract, and I think the terms are agreeable to the parties involved, and we desperately need his services for the next month. And so I think we should move on with this agreement tonight. So I so move.
no, you can't, Commissioner Fever, what we're doing is commission discussion.
What?
After that, we will move to public comments.
All right.
After that, we'll go to final commission discussion, then we'll take the call. Until then. we
Very,
keep
very
moving.
well, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Reed, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for the opportunity to discuss this contract. I don't have any questions or comments, and more to the point, I am grateful to former city attorney, currently acting city manager Joden, for his willingness to put his name forward for consideration at this time. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Reed. Any other comments from the commission? Okay. Well, I just want to echo Commissioner Reed's sentiments. We thank you for stepping up to the plate to create this transition that will be seamless. So we appreciate you stepping forward, Mr. Jordan. Any final comments from the commission? If not, we'll move to public comments. Do we have any public comments? Madam Clerk.
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, I do not have any hands raised in the meeting, and I do not see any written public comment at this time.
Thank you. Any final discussions from the commission? Go ahead, Commissioner Logan.
Mayor, thank you. I'd just also like to say thanks to Thomas for stepping in. It's important so far as continuity of government is concerned, and really appreciate the latitude in his schedule to do that. I think it's important that those that are observing this understand that. So in section 3, the term of the agreement reads, the term of this agreement and the employee's employment shall begin on March 2nd, 2022. Upon hiring an individual to serve in a more permanent interim capacity as city manager, the city shall provide employee with written notice of the permanent interim city manager start date. So this is kind of an intermediate step and term interim city manager. So, thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other discussion from the commission? If not, at this time, I'll entertain a motion. Commissioner Fever.
Well, I don't want to preempt anybody else who wants to make a motion we have to make. And so I'm happy to make it. And I so move that we accept that we employ former city manager, city attorney Thomas Jordan as our interim, And I think that the terms of this contract are appropriate. And I do want to underscore what Commissioner Logan just said. This is for effectively a month. And hopefully in this next month, we will secure a more long-term interim city manager. So that's the agenda. And so I shall move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Dean,
Aye.
Commissioner Fever,
Aye.
Commissioner Reed,
Aye.
Commissioner Logan.
Aye.
Mayor Collins.
Aye.
The motion carries 5-0.
Congratulations, Mr. Jordan. And thanks for stepping up. Are there any other concerns, comments, or discussion for the commission? If not, do we have any final public comments? Madam Clerk?
Mr. Mayor, Commissioners, I have no hands raised at this time and no written public comment.
Okay. Mr. Jordan, thank you. Thank you, commissioners, for participating in this forum. This meeting is adjourned.